Hi guys, and welcome to Unreal Engine tutorial of Blueprint for Beginners. And let's see how this works. You can see I have two mannequins there. One of them, if I click on or press the W key, you will see him go forward. And we can also see him just run back. That is him right there, doing his own thing. However, like I said earlier, this tutorial is all about Blueprint. If I dare press enter, if I dare press the enter key, you will see him collapse. There, that is what the tutorial is all about. Stop it and run it one more time. Run. Let him run. And now he's going to collapse. There we go. Like I said, that's what the tutorial is all about. Now I'm going to take you straight into Unreal Engine development environment, and we put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. I'm going to go straight to File, and let's select New Project right here. There we go. And we're going to be using third person, this very one. Click on third person. And if you want to give your project a name, give it a name right away, but we are using Blueprint like I said earlier. Target platform is going to be desktop and quality maximum, and we also need all of the starter contents. Okay, and we come right here. Let's give our project a name. I'm going to call it BP Lesson 1, and let's click on create. There. So I'm going to save the previous one. There we go. Right there, guys, our development environment is ready. Now I'm going to click on update. There we go. Right. Since you guys are all aware of this third person, if I run it, we can just press on the W key and you see him walk up the hill as a D. You see him do what he does, and that's it. However, we're going to convert everything to landscape and so on. So what I'm going to do then is, let's go back into Windows and I'm going to select default layer. There we go. I want the default layer. You see this manage plugins? I'm going to dismiss that. Right, what we want to do is, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. First of all, right click on the details and just select move to side. There. Now look at all the walls. All of the walls. I'm going to select all of those walls. Why? Because I'm going to delete them all. Yeah, I will delete them all. Hit on delete or right click and we should be able to see something that says delete. There we go. That is it. Delete. There. All the walls gone. Now this that you guys are looking at, that is I think one of them is for the post-process volume. I'm going to leave that. All of these other gadgets on board, I'm going to get rid of them. Let's press delete. Delete. And this one. The choice is yours. You don't have to delete it. It's just because I want to create a landscape. And what about this third person and this spinning question mark? The spinning question mark, that is it right there. Document actor. Right click, get rid of it. You don't have to do that. It's me just doing my own thing. Then the text render actor, which is right there. Remember, everything, including the flow, everything is called actor. So don't worry about me calling him actor. It's an actor. Yeah, get rid of all of that. The only one that is left now is the flow. And the flow, I think that is the flow right there. But before I get rid of the flow, I'm going to go straight into and then select the content drawer right here. And inside the content drawer, all I want is just the third person BP right there. Then let's select Blueprint. There we go. Now what you want is this very class here. Look at it, third person character. That is a class on its own. Okay, now not this other one, it's just this one. Double click on the third person character and it's come. There we go. Now we have the constructor script. With the constructor script, as time goes on, I will take you guys through the constructor script so that you guys understand a little more about it. Now we want to go straight into the viewport. Let me show you the viewport. That is the viewport there. Inside the viewport you can see some component on board the camera, and here between the camera and the mannequin itself there's supposed to be an arrow there. Okay, only when I select it will you see the arrow. This is part of the arrow that I'm referring to. And the other one is the capsule components. I know some people call it capsule collider. That is the capsule component, and then the mesh in there. Okay, now let me show it to you over here. You see where we have component, you will see all of them. Capsule, that is it. That actually covers the whole body of the mesh. Okay, then the other one is the arrow. That is the arrow right there. Then we have the mesh itself. That is the mannequin. Then camera beam is called. That is the camera beam that I was telling you guys about. And below the camera beam is the camera itself that follows the mannequin around. That would do for just this very tutorial. So in case of the graphic, function, variable and so on, we won't be going into all of those now, and macros, we just leave that out for today. I did take care of one variable yesterday, but today we just want to have a look at what else can Blueprint do. Now to see the blueprint itself of this very third person, we go to event graphics, or you can always click right here. That is the event graphic. If you can't find it, it's up here as well. There, this is the event graphic of every single action or events that the mannequin can do. So I'm going to right click and just drag it aside. Okay, left click just to reduce the size. Okay, using the middle wheel. Okay, now here we have jump, touch input and so on. So what I want to do now is I just want to show you guys how to put together a blueprint of the mannequin that collapsed earlier on. So what I will do first is I'm going to right click anywhere here and I will look for enter. Okay, enter is supposed to be one of the keyboard events, so I will just type in enter. There we go, and that is the enter right there. So double click on it and let's see, that is it right there, the enter. Okay, let's increase the size so that you guys can see it. That is enter right there. You can see the event enter, just like you have mouse enter for those of you program, mouse leaves, mouse enter and so on. Now what do we want the press? When it's pressed, we want it to carry out an action, and when it's released, what other action do we want it to carry out? Now when it's pressed, okay, see, you click on that very pressed and you will see a node. The node is saying, where do you want me to be linked up to? I want you to get linked up to as follows. It's going to be known as SetCollusion. So let's look for SetCollusion. As soon as you release it, this dialog pops up. Just type in SetCollusion there. There we go. We can see SetCollusion enable capsule components. Okay, that's fine, but we're not using that. We're using SetCollusion enable mesh. There, double click on that and that is it. And because it is a mesh, we automatically have a mesh in there. Look at it. And for your information, let's assume even if this mesh is not there, you can always drag a mesh and just dump it on board. Look, I've deleted it. I'm just gonna drag this one, just drop it there. It's all the same. Okay, and just link them together. Okay, link it to the target there. Now the next thing is SetCollusion enable. Okay, what else do you want me to do? Okay, I want you to simulate something, to carry out an action, and that action is, let's get hold of physics. Is that clear? So if I come in here now, click on that and just grab hold of the node there, and I want to set, that will be simulate. There we go. We have simulate physics, but the one I'm looking for is simulate mesh. Okay, we also have a mesh there. Drag that, drop it right here. Then finally we now want to set the physics, okay, to blend the weight. Okay, physics, I want you to blend the weight. That is what actually makes it collapse. So I'm going to grab it again and just say set physics. Okay, I want you to be blend the weight. Okay, let's finish typing that physics. Just say B. There we go. That is it. And it's going to be a mesh as well. So let's right click on this and just move to side. Right, there we go. That is it, all done. Okay, now there's something I need to set. You see here, no collusion. Nothing will happen if we run the program. So for us to make sure it actually achieves what we want it to do, we should select collusion enable. There, done. And right here, first of all, let's take care of this. Simulate. You have to make sure that is checked, and right over here we change that to 1. There we go. That is it. You've just written a blueprint for your mannequin to collapse. That is it right there. If you want, you can always select it all and just press C to add a comment. Okay, you can just call it falling angel or falling guy or fall guy. Okay, you just add a comment there, and that is it, done. Now to see if it's going to work, you must compile. Click on compile, then go to play. To play it, I'm going to move this aside, just peg it right there, yeah, and come right here. Now I'm going to click on play. There we go. We can get him to run around as usual, get him to run back, and press enter. There we go. Look at him collapse. Whoa, you see that? That is the power of this blueprint. I think it's even as powerful as a programming language. That is the power of that very blueprint that you guys saw earlier. Okay, now have a good look at this blueprint, and I am now going to take care of the environment. Just have a good look at it. You can put together something like this yourself. So let's take care of the environment now. Make it look a little bit lively. Now back to my environment here. I will then go straight into content drawer, and let's click on add. What I'm looking for is a quicksell here. Add quicksell content. Click on that, and I'm going to look for grass, moisty grass, something like that. That's a moisty grass. Let's move this so that you guys can see it. I just need the grass to pop up. Moisty white grass. Okay, let's settle for the white grass. Scroll right down, might have more option. I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, move it down. Okay, let's settle for this and click on add. Okay, I think I've already used it before, that's why. Else you're gonna have to first of all, maybe sometimes you have to log in, sometimes you just have to, here you log in and download, then you click on add, because I've already used it before. So I'm going to grab hold of trees and cabinet and so on. All right, let's save here. And I'm going to go back in here. Since I already have that in place, I'm going to be using it for my landscape. So in the case of landscape, what I'll do is, you see this icon here, that is your landscape. At the moment, we're actually using the active select editing mode. This is the one we need for landscape. Active landscape editing mode. Click on landscape. Once your landscape is clicked on, look at the green all over the place. You see that very green? That's your landscape. So I'm going to come right down here. And let's move this up and just click on create. Okay, leave the setting the way they are. Click on create and your landscape should appear. The green is all disappears now. Okay, except if you want to add hills and so on. For now, I'm not going to go bother myself about adding hills or rocks or anything, so I'm going to end that. Now come straight here. You see the floor. I'm going to get rid of the floor. Delete that. Edit and delete. There goes the floor. And for your information, it looks like our mannequin is actually floating. Make sure it's selected and press end. E-N-D, end. There we go. It's now right on top of the landscape that we've just finished creating. There. So make sure you select the landscape though. Now come right here. You want the details. Click on the details. And inside the details, I'm looking for the landscape material. Let's extend this so that you guys can see what I'm up to. Landscape material. That's what we're looking for now. There we go. The landscape material right there. Inside this very material, I need a moist, wide grass. I think that is it. There we go. I have it now on my landscape, but the problem is, look at it, it looks like carpet. It doesn't look like a grass at all. So for us to take care of that, let's double click on this material here. So we need to go straight to the tilings. So let's come right in here. That's where the tiling is. So make sure it's checked. Once it's checked, drop that down and look at it. That's the x-axis. The x-axis is 1. I'm going to reduce it to 0.03. And I'm going to repeat the same thing for the y-axis. Make that 0.03 as well. Press enter. And there. Okay, that is taken care of. If you like, you can save right away. I'm going to go straight to my scene here, and you see that, look at the grass. It looks a little bit more natural. Okay, I've also imported some images for cabin. Let's come in here. That is a cabin image. I'm going to grab that. Let's just move it somewhere. Okay, right there. We have one there. That makes life easy. Okay, that is fine. So we have one there. I can just copy this very one, maybe move it up a little bit, move it up a tiny little bit. There we go. That is fine. And now I'm going to press Ctrl W to copy. I've actually copied it. Drag it back. So we have 2. I think that should do. Okay, you can select it all, and let's press Ctrl W again. Ctrl W and just copy it. Let's move it to the other side. I will now go into my content drawer again, and I'll I will go straight into the foliage here. I need the following trees, and to be able to get hold of those trees, instead of just doing that individually, clicking and dragging them across, I am going to use a very easy way to get that sorted. Let's paste that right there. Okay, what we need to do is, you see right here we have a menu called active foliage. So click on that very foliage, and let's go back to my content drawer, hold on to the control and spacebar. That is the content drawer. So let's come right down here and just select all of these trees. The other one is grass. I'm just going to select these three, come right in here, just grab this and dump it right in here. There we go. So that can be collapsed. Oh, undo that. Mistakenly clicking there. Alright, so let's go in. This is the width of the brush. You see, as soon as I mistakenly clicked it, kind of like filled up the whole place, the whole scene. If I do it again, look at what's going to happen. Click, you see, you can't see anything. I'm going to undo that. There. So what I would do is I would reduce the size of this brush. Let me go for about 100, and that would be all. 100 is fine for this very project. Okay, so what we need to do is just with 100, just click, just add the trees how you want. Let's add some here as well. Let's here, and right at the far end there. Right, I think that would do for now. So let's go back in here, and we can even always copy it if we want more of it. So I'm going to right click and just collapse this there. So, and that is our project taken care of. So let's run it and see how that's going to look like. Oh, I was meant to collapse this. Okay, that's our project anyway. So let's run. Look at him goes, and press enter and see him collapse. Whoa, you see that? So let's do that again. I'm going to collapse this there and run. That is the man of the moment. So click and let him start again. Look at him running back, but guess what? Let him run forward. And if I dare press enter, there we go. Look at him collapse. That is what today's tutorial is all about, using Blueprint. With that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can always join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.